Good afternoon and welcome everyone. My name is Gabby and I'm a community liaison with the Caregiver Resource Center of Orange County. Here at the Caregiver Resource Center, we host a live stream each month. You joined us this afternoon for our presentation on NAMI services. May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so we wanted to provide a platform to promote mental health resources available for all in Orange County. But before we get into that, we wanted to give you a brief overview of the services we provide as the Caregiver Resource Center. So the Caregiver Resource Center is a trusted partner for Orange County families who are coping with the physical, emotional, and financial responsibilities of caregiving. By providing families with individualized supportive services, the Caregiver Resource Center stands apart as the only Orange County agency focusing exclusively on the needs of caregivers who are coping with a loved one's chronic illness. The Caregiver Resource Center provides family consultation, support groups, assessment and care planning, counseling, respite planning, and community education. Since 1988, the Family Caregiver Resource Center has assisted thousands of families who care for an adult with a brain-impairing condition such as Alzheimer's, stroke, Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, head injury, Huntington's disease, or for someone who is over the age of 60 and requires daily assistance. The Family Caregiver Resource Center works collaboratively in the community with other service providers and community partners in the Aging and Disability Network. Services are free, and for more information, you can call us at 800-543-8312 or go to our website at caregiveroc.org. Next slide. So again, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So to celebrate, we wanted to give our caregivers an opportunity to be exposed to the services provided with the NAMI OC. So today, next slide. So today I'm joined by Austin Messick, who works as the Associate Director of Programs with NAMI OC. Thank you so much for joining us, Austin. I'd like to give you the chance to introduce yourself. And audience, whether you joined us on Facebook or YouTube, please feel free to ask any questions or share your comments with us throughout the live stream. And Austin, it's all you.
Well, Gabby, thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be here today. So for everyone, my name is Austin Messick. I'm the Associate Director of Programs for NAMI Orange County. I have been here for about, say, 6.5 years. So I started as a volunteer and can kind of worked my way up over the years to the position I'm in now. I like to say I am both a peer and a family member. So I am someone with my own mental health journey, and I have family as well who I've kind of helped along the way. So this is a very personal thing for me. So again, very happy to be here. And with our caregivers too, we do have programs for caregivers as well as individuals. So happy that we get to share this with you today. Next slide, please. So NAMI Orange County, our mission is to provide emotional support, education, and resources for families and those affected by mental illness. And in collaboration with the entire community, we advocate for a life of quality and dignity, one without discrimination for all those affected by mental illness. Next slide, please. So our signature programs are really the core of everything we do here. NAMI as an organization, a national organization, was founded in, I think it was about 1979, NAMI California, and NAMI Orange County started in 1980. And since then, really the initial program for us was our Family to Family program. So Family to Family is a 9-week course for family members of loved ones with a mental health condition. Over those 9 weeks, our participants will learn about just the basics of mental health, how to understand different diagnoses, treatment options, communication and boundary setting with their loved one, as well as different ways for them to advocate for themselves as well as their loved one, and how to take care of themselves. Because it's one of those, you have to put your oxygen mask on first before you put it on somebody else. So we want to give our families and friends and loved ones just a chance to learn how to support that person who's close to them in their lives. And we want to make sure they can do that with people who know what it's like to walk in their shoes. So all of our programs are peer-led, which means our Family to Family program is led by family members of loved ones with a mental health condition who have been there and walked the walk and talked the talk and now want to be able to share with others what they've learned, and be that support for other people to build a supportive community. Our peer-to-peer class, I like to say, is two sides of the same coin with family to family. So our family to family is focused on healing the community around the individual. Peer-to-peer is for someone who has a mental health condition. So it's a lot of similar things to family, except it's really formatted around the person who has a diagnosis themselves. So they'll be learning a little bit about the signs and symptoms of what their diagnosis is, what their treatment options are, how to advocate for themselves in a healthcare setting, and how to practice good communication and boundary setting with their own family, friends, and social circle, as well as learning many, many different types of self-care, because self-care is a huge core of how we stay well. So peer-to-peer and family-to-family are very closely related. Our NAMI Basics class is for parents and caregivers of children 18 and under. So it's a 6-week course, and that course just goes over a lot of the similar things for family to family, but focuses on child psychology, as well as helping children in the school and pediatric healthcare settings. Also how to work with them at home with both parents, how to support them and support the other children in the household if there are other children in the household, and how to build a strong foundation of support around their children. A couple more programs that we have here is our Ending the Silence and In Our Own Voice program. So those are both storytelling programs. Our In Our Own Voice is for adults 18 and over, and it is primarily where two adults who have experience living their own mental health journey will talk about how they have lived life in recovery, kind of what got them to the point where they realized they had a mental health condition, when they accepted that, when they sought treatment, some of the different self-care and coping skills that they have that really work for them on their daily lives, as well as how they can inspire hope. Because really with our storytelling programs, the goal is to inspire hope. And Ending the Silence is very similar, but it is for middle school and high school students. So where In Our Own Voice is primarily two individuals who are going to tell their mental health story. Ending the Silence has a brief PowerPoint presentation with videos where they will show students how to spot when one of their friends is struggling, how to start the conversation with them, and then how to get them connected to a trusted adult and resources they might need when they need them. And Ending the Silence also has a young adult speaker who will talk about their journey with their mental health condition, or kind of how they've gotten to the point where they're at. And again, is to inspire hope and make sure kids know that they're not alone. Next slide, please. So our peer mentoring services. We have several different peer mentoring services that we're very happy about. So we're glad that we can able to talk to you about them now. So our peer services, and what they do is they do match a trained mentor who has experience either as an individual with a mental health condition or a family member, or like me, both, with someone who is similar to them, who is looking for someone to talk to, someone who can provide them with some emotional support. For some of the programs, it's connection to resources in the county, and really just being an empathetic listening ear. And I can start with NAMI by Your Side. So NAMI by Your Side is a program that is for CalOptima or Medi-Cal insured individuals who have that CalOptima mental health care coverage. And what it does is it provides them with a chance to speak with a peer who is similar to them. I believe all of our mentors are peer sports certified, peer sports specialist certified. So what they can do is they can meet with them and help them get to their doctor, help them plan their doctor's appointments, maybe go there with them, meet them on a regular occasions to make sure that they're still engaging with their treatment plan, and really be there to walk side by side with that person for, I believe it's up to 12 weeks. So it's very involved, and again, it is for people who are of that CalOptima mental health insurance coverage. For Peer Connector is entirely phone-based. It is a 12-week one-on-one phone-based mentorship program where either an individual who has a mental health condition or a family member who has experience supporting someone will get to talk to someone like them. So we have two peers who themselves have a mental health condition, and two family members who can talk to people, so that we have a good crossover. We offered in English and Spanish. So people are able to get that really close mentorship. They talk to their mentor once a week for 12 weeks, and it can be anything that's going on in their lives, from just basic emotional support to needing some communication skills and kind of helping talk with their loved one or talk with the people in their lives, or just connection to like how do they get housing resources, how do they get to job assistance, how can they find a food pantry near them. Our Peer Connector program is there for them with those needs. Our companion program, so we have two different of our companion programs. We have our Community Companions program, which is for adults ages 25 to 49, where they'd be matched with a volunteer mentor who would be chatting with them. And it's basic emotional support. So it's just someone who can be there to chat with and decompress with on a regular occasion. I believe those are available online, in person, and over the phone. We also have Silver Companions. Silver Companions is for adults 50 and over who might be experiencing some loneliness or like just really need someone to connect with on a regular basis because maybe they don't have a strong social circle around them. That's what Silver Companions is for. And what's so important about Silver Companions is it's seniors connecting with seniors. So if it's someone who might be 73 who's connecting with someone else who's 76. So it's someone who's like similar to them and has like similar experiences. Again, that's all of our programs are peer-led programs, right? So it's people who know what it's like to live in their shoes. And Silver Companions and Community Companions, as well as NAMI by Your Side, are all very new programs for us, and we're happy that we can bring those on. And they're all unique as well. The final one is NAMI Connects. So NAMI Connects is a program in the emergency rooms at Hoag Irvine and Hoag Newport Beach, where individuals who are on a psychiatric hold have the chance to talk to a NAMI mentor who can, again, be a listening ear, but someone who's not a doctor, someone who has experience like being in their shoes. Say, look, I've been here before, I've been on a hold, or I've had some serious mental health challenges in my life. You're not alone. I'm here to help you, or I'm just here to be someone you can talk to. And they can talk to the individual who's on a psychiatric hold. They can also talk to the family. Because family members, I know, so often feel lost and they don't know what to do. Maybe it's their first time, their loved one's first time being hospitalized. And it's like, what does this process look like? What can I expect? How do I support my loved one? Where are they going? How do I find out how to get this information? Our NAMI Connects mentors can be there for them to answer all of those questions as well as they can, to make sure both the individual on the hold and their family member feel supported. Next slide, please. So we have some programs for teens and young adults as well. Our first is NAMI on Campus. So these are clubs on high school campuses around Orange County where high school students can get together to come up with different advocacy opportunities on their campus. So whether that's having a mental health fair or inviting a speaker or creating for Mental Health Awareness Month before, we've had students have like craft making so they can have a self-care day, or for Pride Month, a couple of years ago, we had a NAMI on Campus club make different, tote bags for some of their LGBTQ plus students around, at their school, so that they knew that they were welcome there, that they knew people cared about them, that they knew that they were loved, and they were an important part of their community. Our NAMI on Campus clubs also, they help out with our walk, they help with our other fundraising events. So we love to see our NAMI on Campus club leaders out there promoting positive mental health in their community. Anxiety Sucks is our teen and young adult podcast. So it's a podcast for teens and young adults, led by a couple young adults who are in their early 20s, and they share their experiences, and they also touch on things like anxiety, toxic friend groups, dating, how to manage college exams, how to deal with graduation, and what's next in their lives. So it's a really unique podcast, and we're very pleased that we have this here for the teens and young adults who are a part of our NAMI community. And finally, we have our NAMI Teen Mental Health Council. So that is for different high school students. I think we have a group of 5 or 6 right now who come up with different programs or different suggestions that they have for things that they feel like would support them, both on their campus and in the wider community. And what they're doing is they've spent the last year putting together a entire presentation that they will share with our board as well as other community stakeholders to show them some topics and things that are important to teenagers like them in the community, and kind of how they would like to be supported and what programs they would like to see at their school and in their wider community that address the topics that are close to home for them. Next slide, please. Okay, so our support groups, especially for our caregivers, we have our family support groups. Our family support group is for family members, caregivers, loved ones of people who have a mental health condition. So again, when I say all our programs are peer-led, that means with these family support programs, there are other family members who have experience supporting their loved one, and they go there. Everyone talks about kind of what's going on in their lives, some of the new developments with their loved one, and gets a chance to really unpack some of that, what's going on emotionally with them, what's going on in their household. And the great part about these is that it's led by other family members who, again, have experience supporting someone. These are open, empathetic, judgment-free zones where just everyone has a chance to really share and find space for themselves. And our peer-led support group, those are for individuals who have a mental health condition themselves. We have several around the county, and that's a place where peers can go and kind of decompress again and find community and find that way to find some emotional support and by people who are similar to them. So we have groups both online and in person, and we have some that are hybrid as well, meaning they are on Zoom and in person at the same time. So we have in-person groups everywhere from Cypress all the way down to Mission Viejo. We have groups up to like Orange, Anaheim, Fullerton, Santa Ana, as well as several groups online. Next slide, please. Some of our forums. So we have 3 different kinds of forums here. Our first is Care Together. So that is cultivating awareness, respect, and empowerment together. And the goal of Care Together is to focus on issues that affect people from diverse or marginalized communities. Also topics that aren't typically covered by some of our other webinars or forums that we have here. And a big thing is just to try to build a stronger community together by improving the way we understand each other. So we want to increase understanding and empathy as much as possible with our Care Together programs. For that, we've had things like fixing gaps in mental health care in the Black community. We've had LGBTQ plus mental health. We've had different Hispanic Latino organizations like Latino Health Access or Casa de la Familia come and talk about how they're supporting their Spanish-speaking community. We've had programs focusing on people who are on parole, people experiencing homelessness, people who are, just dealing with some serious, financial crises. We have a lot of great care togethers for them. Our Hope and Recovery focuses on issues related to substance use disorder and how people can really find hope and find the resources that they need to either get into recovery or stay in recovery. And there are knowledge forums. These are our most general informational presentations. So what these focus on are things like schizophrenia and psychosis, conservatorship, SSI and SSDI, any of those kind of general informational topics like that. That is what our knowledge forums are there for. Next slide. Okay, so our NAMI nights. So we have these fun, family-friendly activities. We have them usually about 6 times per year, plus a book club. We actually have a couple coming up. We have a book club starting on the 22nd, so that's this Thursday at 6 p.m. That'll be on Zoom. But everybody that joins gets an ebook at no cost. So it's really fun. It's just there's no homework. It's just do the reading from the last week and check in with your group. If you don't do the reading, no one's going to chastise someone for that. It's just a chance to connect with people and learn something new. This year, we're reading Atomic Habits by James Clear. That is a step-by-step guide on how to create healthier habits and a more efficient system for yourself so you can live life a little bit easier. We also have a mental health resource fair event coming up on Wednesday, the 28th at the Clifton C. Miller Community Center in Tustin. And that's an opportunity to just do some different crafts. We'll have paint by numbers, we'll have rock painting, we'll have bracelet making, we have a DJ, we'll have a resource fair as well as free food, which I know everyone gets very excited about. So we'll have a pretty good spread of free food there as well for that event. So we hope you can join us for one of those. Next slide, please. So we have some, I could touch on this a little bit. So our mental health first aid, that is an 8-hour course where people can learn how to spot the early signs and symptoms, then getting up to the, working up to the crisis symptoms or crisis signs when someone is really struggling. with a serious mental health condition, and then how to get them connected to the support that they need. So mental health first aid is a crash course, very similar to the way, a first aid course, but it is how to support someone when they are really starting to struggle and how to show them that you can be there for them and get them connected to the resources they need. Because as we say in mental health first aid, I'm not a doctor, but I can hopefully help you find one that's going to work for you. And then our crisis intervention team training, so that is for police and first responders, where we teach our first responders in the community how to support people who have a mental health condition and provide them with those some of those skills and that they need to feel more comfortable when they're working with someone who might be in crisis. Next slide, please. We have some volunteer opportunities as well. You can see here, volunteers at NAMIOC.org is where to reach out to for our volunteer opportunities. Our most immediate need right now is for outreach. So we're trying to maintain a solid presence in the community, as I am here today to do so. But we also do a lot of outreach events where we'll go to a mental health fair, we'll go to a college, we'll go to sometimes we go to high schools, we go to community centers, we go to all different places around the county to give out our resources and tell people a little bit about NAMI services and hopefully invite them in to become a part of our NAMI community. So we're very happy to bring people in as much as we can. We also are always looking for presenters to talk about their personal mental health story. We're looking for new teachers and support group leaders. So if you're interested in joining NAMI as a volunteer, we hope you'd reach out. You can see some of that information here. Next slide, please. So we have two fundraising events coming up. So we have our Tour de NAMI, which we have a couple gentlemen who are riding their bikes down from San Francisco to San Diego in support of NAMI Orange County. So we will have the June 7th here at Mouse Square Park. We're going to have an event to congratulate them and thank them for making all the way down here before the final event in San Diego. And, really, this is an opportunity to help NAMI Orange County with some fundraising as we continue to try to move forward in our mission to support everyone in the community with their mental health needs as much as possible. So we hope you can come join us on June 7th at Mouse Square Park. And a little bit more information on our website as well for the Tour de NAMI. Next slide, please. And our NAMI Walk. So our NAMI Walk is the biggest fundraiser of the year for NAMI Orange County. This year it'll be on November 15th at Angel Stadium. We've been at Angel Stadium for I don't know how many years now. I've personally been to quite a few of them, so very happy we'll be back there again. It's a great chance to help support NAMI Orange County and the services that we provide, as well as connecting with other people who believe in the importance of supporting mental health and mental health care and everyone who's affected by it here in the county. We have food trucks, we have games, we have prizes, we have all kinds of different activities. We'll have usually 20 to 30, sometimes up to 50 different resource vendors from all different kinds of resources around the county that you can engage with. And finally, the walk itself goes around the stadium, but also through the inside of the stadium and along the dirt track on the actual field, so you can see what the players see, which can be pretty daunting considering you're surrounded by tens of thousands of people. But it's a really fun day, and we hope you join us. So thank you all for having me. You can see my information here. You can feel free to reach out to me or reach out to our NAMI main line. We'd be happy to connect you with anything that that you may need. So again, thank you for having me, and I'm happy to answer any questions that might be out there.
Thank you so much, Austin, for joining us this afternoon and for sharing such important information about NAMI. I'm so thankful you joined us today and shared about what's available and how these programs can help both the caregivers and their families. So thank you for that. We hope this information has been helpful to you, the viewers. We hope you'll join us again for our live stream next month on June 23rd. And thank you all, and have a beautiful, blessed day.
Thanks so much. Y'all take care now.